What's up, guys? Fun one, although difficult. So I've been laughing my ass off going through this footage of removing the bed on the dually, and there's too much for me to try to cram it in a time lapse when I have to do multiple time lapses. But it's really hard to take something this hilarious, and it's kind of one of those, if you really weren't there, it's hard to understand. And you're probably thinking, how can removing a bed be hilarious? Well, when the fucker doesn't want to let go, you get creative. So I'm going to show you the wreckage first. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. We're going to go back in the barn. I'm going to show you the process. Then I'm going to show you the wreckage. So I'm going to catch up with you here in just a second. Okay, now disclaimer. I don't recommend this. Do not remove your truck bed this way. Just because you saw it here, I don't recommend it. But step one, the most important step of doing this is you gotta have a friend that's built like a house. Once you find a friend that's built like a house, just like at the gym, you gotta warm them up. You gotta give them a warm up. No, watch. Sure you don't want to give one more shakedown just to be safe? Step number 2. Now this one's also important. Step number 2 is I think we can do this. We're feeling pretty good about this. Let's just try a couple things. So you try a couple things.
Safety crew is now on scene.
What's up, OSHA? Never heard of you.
Yeah, we're starting to.
Huh?
We're starting to. That taillight pocket is just pinching on that corner of that bumper.
Step 3. Step 3. Now you're starting to become a little bit more frustrated, potentially discouraged, and that's when you start to hit a little bit of overdrive, if you will. You know, this is where you kind of start to forget about your physical well-being, and you can potentially injure yourself. Okay, I guess I'll feed it to you. Jesus, dude! Fucking fasten yourself a harness.
Ready?
Step number 4 is when you're completely burned out, you're done, you've had it, you know that your previous efforts have failed. You can try till you can't try no more, and if that still don't work, you're gonna try a little bit more. And if that still doesn't work, well, you basically just wasted a whole bunch of your time just trying to do something you couldn't do. It happens to the best of us. That's why we have, that's why projects go on idle. You hit a point and you get gassed. So rather than allowing yourself to get gassed because you know you're on a timeline, just as we were, and you only have your size of a house friend for so long, you tend to quit using common sense and you find other methods pretty much at all cost. Kind of like this one. Step 5. Step 5 is my favorite. We call it fuck it initiated. Now, this is when you have reached your point. You have zero disregard for what happens or what could happen. Your safety, the vehicle safety, your friend that's built like a house, you don't have to really worry about them because, well, they're built like a house, so even Nam couldn't take them down. And you're at fuck it, and there's no going back. You've already come up with a ridiculous idea. The pieces are there, the physics are there. Other than, well, I'm trying to be careful and I'm trying to preserve it. We ain't got time for that. So now it's fuck it initiated, and you're in high gear. Please enjoy. Keep going. Just do it. It's you.
Ouch. There's not a stump right this one, is there?
No. Now, sadly, it pains me to say this, and it's a little embarrassing, but I ran out of media space on my camera, because the camera was set up for a while. Actually, it was from previous videos. When I set the camera up, I think we only had like 8 minutes of free time left. So I kept trying to turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. That way we could fit everything in there. But go figure. Just like a hot and heavy dream at night, just before the good part, done. But anyway, we got it off. It was ugly. It was funner than hell, though. Let me tell you. At first, it was a little nerve-wracking because we didn't want to hurt the back of the cab and we didn't want to break a window. But goddamn, that was fun. But anyway, let's go outside and take a look at the wreckage because that shit's fire. I don't care who you are. So I'm going to catch up with you outside. So as promised, here's the wreckage. As you guys saw in the video, the damn thing did not want to come off. So it forced our hand. And when you're dealing with a guy that's built like a house, no really isn't an answer. Not an option. You can see the new bed there. And not to mention, I mean, the structural integrity of this thing really didn't really exist. But I mean, the rest of the truck's mint. Let's go look at that. So as mentioned before, this truck it legitimately is mint, you know. Every time I would park it somewhere, you know, there were scales and shit coming off of it, which I thought was the frame, and it wasn't. It was actually the bed. I mean, like, dude, it fought us. It fought us. I've got the rear bumper for it, so we're gonna get that taken care of. We are gonna scuff up the frame. We are gonna get that painted and clear coated. That way we can preserve it, because, you know, like I said, man, this truck, it's in phenomenal shape. I'm probably going to start with cosmetics like aftermarket lights and color matching stuff and all that when we go to blow the truck apart and we get the 6.5 back to do the 6.5 conversion. So, but anyway, I hope you guys got some laughs out of that. That shit was hilarious. It was a lot of fun doing it, especially getting it done and then scrambling into work, because I was actually about 10 minutes late leaving to work. I still got there on time, but it was a blast. But anyway, Jacob, dude, you're the man. I appreciate it. Just always fun working with you, dude. Always hilarious. Always good for some laughs. So thank you again. For the rest of you guys, hit that like button, that subscribe button. And we got plenty more dually content coming for you. So take care. We'll see you on the next one.